Ever wonder what your pet is thinking? Don't you just wish sometimes you can read their minds? Well, animal communicator Tim Link says he knows what they're thinking. He's here with us this morning to share some insight for us. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Great to meet you. I enjoyed talking to you already. Just a few minutes we had to spend together. Now, I think most of us have an idea if our pet is maybe sad or not feeling well, or when they're really, really happy to see us.
Right.
But you say you can go much further beyond that.
Right. Well, the connection I have is a much deeper level than just getting the simple information from the animal. So I'm able to share information to the animal, communicate with the animal what your wants and needs are. They're able to share that information back to me, thus forming the best relationship possible between you and your pets. And that information comes to me in the form of words, pictures, colors, feelings, emotions, all the sensations that we go through as humans, the animals go through as well, and they're able to communicate with me on that.
You say words, you know. I've never heard my dogs or cat say a word.
Right.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they will. They will give me actual words. So, for instance, if their favorite ball is a blue ball, they'll say blue ball, or sometimes they'll even be more elaborate words, full sentences that they're sharing with me.
Really?
So they're communicating, and it's really on a deep level, a telepathic connection, a intuitive connection that I have with the animals. So when we're small, when we're children, when we're infants, we're able to communicate with our mothers at that level because we haven't formed our vocabulary at that point. Right. Of course, we can cry and scream and do all the things a wonderful baby does, but to really connect with the mother, we have to connect with her at a much deeper level, and the mother understands what the child needs and is feeling and saying.
Now, let's talk about your book, just out, Wagging Tales. This takes your experiences with actual animals, and how many, 30-something animals?
Right, there's 32 stories in there of animals I've worked with. A lot of them are in rescue or foster homes. I'm the former president of a local humane society here, so I had an opportunity to work with quite a few animals. And they're wonderful stories. Some of them are behavior changes within the animal. Some are finding physical ailments with the animal before the veterinarians do, so we can prompt them on what to do and give them some advance warning on what the possible problems could be. And also animals that are going through that transition process to help you better understand what they're going through and help them when they're ready to move on.
Now, how did you choose these animals?
Well, most of them are either animals that I've worked with that I know in the shelter or at foster homes. Some are volunteers at the organizations and friends. So we started getting a large collection of different stories, and we had to whittle them down to 32 that I thought were great stories that could touch your heart, get you to think a little bit, and open your mind to the opportunity of what I can help you out with.
Now, obviously, you have a special talent here. Is there any way that I can go home and actually convince my dog not to do whatever he's doing?
Right. Well, it's a matter of communicating with your dog, and you want to make it very clear. And I always tell people that communicating with your animals is like communicating with your children. You want to make it very basic. You want to explain what the situation is, what you need from them, and why it's going to be a good thing. There's got to be some plus in there for them. So
I think I'd tell them that. They don't listen to me.
Well, it's always harder with your own kids. That's the thing, furry or non-furry. But that being very clear with them, they understand the words that you're saying. They understand the visualization that you're giving them, because automatically the words you're saying will also come with visualization. And they also understand the energy that you're putting off. So, for instance, if you're saying the words, you feel better about the situation, thus your energy is more positive, and they react positively to it.
Well, I know you have some tips in your book, so I know I'll be checking those out.
Definitely so.
I keep those dogs in line. All right. Thanks so much. And we do want to mention that some of the proceeds from the book also go to rescue groups.
That's right.
Which is wonderful. So what's your dog or cat trying to say? Tim Link knows. Read more in Wagging Tales, and you can find out more by logging on to myfoxatlanta.com and clicking on the Good Day tab.